So we're going to be adding a little data to sheet 2. Then we're going to be naming some of our cells and using those named ranges in formulas and functions. So we'll kind of start up here on A1. And then I'll press enter. And I'm just doing some of my column headings. And we're going to leave A6 blank, so I'm just going to enter right over it. Then we're going to do a couple little formatting changes. We're going to automatically adjust the width of column A, so we're going to use the best fit double click method. We're going to center and apply bold formatting to the text in cells A1 and A2. So I'm going to the home, center, and bold. Then we're going to select a range of cells in sheet 1 and name the range. And then we're going to use that range of cells in a formula in sheet 2. So we're going to go back to sheet 1. And we're going to select B5 through M5. So we're going to go to B5. And we're going to kind of go over to M5. Now you may find it easier to decrease the zoom to do the selecting. So I've got B5 through M5 selected. And then to give this range a name, I'm going to click right up here in the name box. And I'm going to key in add hours. And that's short for avoidable delay hours. Okay, so I've got add hours, and I'm going to press enter. Then I'm going to go into sheet 2. And I'm going to click on cell B3. And this is for unavoidable delays. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to say equal sum. And in parentheses, I'm going to put add hours, which is the range of cells that I just named. So it's going to take all of the cells in B5 through M5 in sheet 1 and add them together. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to sheet 1. And now I'm going to highlight B6 through M6. And I'm going to name this UD hours, for unavoidable delay hours. I'm going to press enter. And I'm going to go back into sheet 2. And so now I'm going to basically do the same sum function here, but it's going to be UD hours. And then we're going back to sheet 1. And I bet you couldn't guess what we're going to do next. Highlighting B7 through M7. And we're calling this R hours for repair hours. And now we're going to go over to sheet 2. And so we want the total repair hours, which is down here. So we got equal sum, R hours, or repair hours. And then we're going to go back over here. Now we're on row 8. So this is servicing. We've got B8 through M8. And we're going to call it S hours. And we're going to come over to sheet 2. Oh, I see I spelled servicing wrong. Might as well fix that. And then we're going to come over where we want the total to go. And we're going to do equal sum S hours. And then we're going to activate B5. And we're going to use the auto sum button. And that just adds up our delay hours. I'm going to press enter. And then we're going to come down to B9 and do auto sum again. That gives us the total for servicing and repair hours. And let's hit our save button real quick. And then we're going to go back to sheet 1. I'm just going to show you that once you name cells, if you want to go back to the highlighted range or the selected range, you just click the arrow, the name arrow, and then you can click and go back to those ranges. And at this point, they want us to select both sheets. So I'm going to control click sheet 2. And they want us to change to landscape orientation. So let's go into page layout, changing them both to landscape. And then they want us to make sure that they each fit on one page. So for the width, let's go into page setup here. So we do want them to fit on one page. And let's go into print preview here. Okay, so this one we're not really concerned about. This is the one that is harder to get on one page. Okay, so we want to make sure we've got that on one page, and now we're back. And they would like a custom footer that has our name, the page number, and the date. So we're going to go into Insert, Header, and Footer. We will click the arrow for footer. And so this is similar to the header we did before. So what they would like is our name, page number, and date. But this time it's in the footer, which is at the bottom. And so I can see it's got the page number there. You have to kind of go over to student name, change the placeholder to your first and last name. And then at this point, I'm going to kind of click up in the spreadsheet, make sure it's got the date. And at this point, they want you to print. They want both of these selected. We'll go into print preview, but we're not actually going to print. Okay, so that just shows you that we do indeed have the name, page number, and date on both of our sheets. So I'm going to go back. We will ungroup and save our changes. And at this point, we are done with this one. So we're going to go ahead and close.